You ever just stare at the screen? You're not even mad anymore. You're just empty. You were one hit away, one parry, one pixel, and now 40 minutes of progress is sitting in a pile of glowing dust in a boss arena you aren't even ready for yet. We've all been there. You've been exploring for 40 minutes. You finally have enough currency for that upgrade you've been eyeing. Your hands are sweating because you haven't seen a checkpoint in forever. But you tell yourself, just one more room. Then a basic mob stuns you, you fall into Spike Pit, and that's it, you're dead. Welcome back to Dan 2D Review. Today, we're settling a grudge. Because right now, every 2D game on Steam is being tagged as a Metroidvania, and honestly, that's garbage. Playing Metroid Red feels like a vacation compared to playing Blasphemous. One makes you feel powerful, the other makes you feel small. Today, we're talking about the Soulsvania, why we secretly love the suffering, how the co-ops run chain 2D games forever, and why Silksong, Nine Souls, and Ender Mongolia now define the genre. Grab a drink, let's talk about why we love to suffer. A classic Metroidvania is a puzzle. You see a blue door, you find a blue key. You feel smart, you feel stronger. Death barely matters. You reload your save. You lost the 3 minutes, no stress, but then Salt and Sanctuary and Hollow Knight showed up and broke the contract. They introduced the economy of fear. Suddenly, your experience and your money are the same thing. And when you die, it drops. That single mechanic changes everything. Now, exploration has consequences. You stop sprinting through rooms, you start calculating. You stand at dark hallways asking, do I push forward for a bench I might not find? Or do I turn back and bank my gains? In Hollow Knight, it's even crueler. You have to fight your own shadow, and if you mess that up, everything is gone. That's not difficulty, that's emotional damage. But that tension is exactly why this genre works. It turns the map from a playground into a predator. In Soulsvanias, the world doesn't want you to progress. It wants you to stay dead. Now, combat. In normal platformers, you're light. You cancel animations, you recover instantly. Soulsvania gives you weight. When you press attack in Nine Souls or The Last Faith, you're signing a contract. You cannot take it back. And if you miss, you pay. Add stamina, and suddenly greed becomes your biggest enemy. Swing, dodge, wait, repeat. Every fight becomes a high stakes rhythm game. And if you lose the rhythm, you die. Nine Souls is the perfect example. Its parry system isn't reaction speed, it's understanding. You learn bosses like music, timing, spacing, patterns, mess up one beat, restart. But when it finally clicks, when you beat a boss without taking damage, that feeling hits harder than any power fantasy ever could. You didn't overpower it, you mastered it. Soulsvanias also share something else, timing. In normal games you arrive in time to save everything. In Soulsvanias, you're late. The kingdom already fell. The gods already failed. Everyone is already broken. Ender Mongolia is beautiful, but it is a funeral. Stories aren't told in cutscenes, they are buried. You pick up a ring, 3 lines of text, and suddenly you realize you just killed the last person who mattered. You aren't the hero, you're a scavenger. You're walking through someone else's tragedy trying to understand what went wrong. That mystery pulls you forward, not hope, curiosity. And this is where it gets interesting. Here we are. Silksong, Nine Souls, Ender Mongolia, 3 different philosophies. Silksong goes aggressive. Hornet is fast, but bind healing changes everything. It's instant, but get hit, you lose that silk permanently. So now healing is offensive. You don't wait, you hunt windows. It's high-speed Soulsvania at its peak. Ender Mongolia takes the opposite approach. Cleaner maps, clearer progression, spirit companions. It still hurts, but it respects your time. If Silksong is reflex, Ender Mongolia is control. Honestly, smart move. The genre is crowded because players still want pain. So what is the path? Pure 2D Dark Souls, Salt and Sanctuary, Atmospheric Gateway, Hollow Knight or Ender Mongolia? Want your soul tested? Nine Souls. Soulsvania isn't about difficulty, it's about respect. The game respects your patience, and eventually you respect its rules. Now tell me, which you died screen almost broke your controller? For me, Sentinel Knights. Every time. I'm Dan, this is Dan 2D Review. Subscribe for more deep dives into games that hate us. Keep your map updated, keep your health full, and I'll see you in the next one.